and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds
When we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring.
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Reset. 19. Check. You know it. Hey, get it. You know. Line him up.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Watson. This one into the hands of Burton. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Good. 180.
54 Mike.
It's coming this way. Alert. Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot. Watch out.
First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
180.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, on 133. Hey, orbit. Mike 54. Mike.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Stop your whining. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Check. Alert flare. Up. Out. Check, crunch.
They'll try with McKinnon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got Burton here. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Switch. Check 24, check 24. 26.
Out of the gun, Watson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Touchdown, Detroit! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go. Regular.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14, Jets 3.
20. Mike 54. Check the out. Real. Fresno. Mike's 54. Hey, alert. Double. Bravo. 54. Hurry. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the delay. Hurry.
Mayfield on first down. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Time to go. Night. Show it. Mike 55. Run.
Mayfield looks to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese.
And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Jets. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33.
And the Lions first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's caught by Brown.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Mack. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd down, McKinnon. $23 yards the pickup there. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Me and you all day. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On first down, McKinnon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 99. Check 99. Topper. Mike 55.
Rip left.
Regular.
Safety's creeping.
Point it right.
Mayfield. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Hey, Haywood.
They run once more with McKinnon. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Target. Joker. Pistol.
And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
54 Mike. Who that? Pistol. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Run. Pilot, 64, weak. Regular.
On third down, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Watch the safety green. Hatchet.
They go right back to Mack. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Shit.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Here's Watson, operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
17.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert 33. Hey, Echo. Check right.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 39, Mayfield, flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, check. Lucky.
Now Watson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check 26.
Let's go.
Check 55.
They run it with McKinnon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Regular.
Defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Hurry.
Check.
Alert.
Now McKinnon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Real. You ain't got nothing.
Tighten up.
Run.
Tighten up.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Come on, boy. Hey, exit. Hurry.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Mayfield down. Looking for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Watson, he almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Watson now to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Out, 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 out.
80 weapon.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
I got you.
Here again is McKinnon. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me. I got you.
Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And McManus able to put it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now it's Watson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Hey, 24.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Hey, we got to stand up. Go.
Watson. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Come to my work. 59. Come to my work. 51 to my 54.
Here we go on 4th. Watson flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 5.
Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Hurry, hurry. Up, up.
Back up, back up.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Watson on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. Jets 13-yard line.
56. They can't hang with us. And it's not.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Detroit, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready?
Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Ties running the game in. People wanna know when Mace, Poss, and Dave win.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred,
Meaning essential.
best of both worlds when we rockin' over
Pearls
pearls.
in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, give it a show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot,